Once you have your artwork complete in Procreate and you are ready to export to your design software, in the top right-hand corner, go to Layers, and at the very bottom under Background Color, you want to uncheck the box next to Background Color. That will change it to a transparent background and help you export as a PNG. Up in your left-hand corner, go to the wrench icon and under Share, tap PNG, and then you can export it however you would normally export it. I send mine to my iMac for editing in Illustrator. You can send it to your cell phone, however you normally do it, and I will catch you on the next slide in Illustrator. And now we're in Illustrator. So to import that artwork that you just exported from your iPad, you can hit Command-Shift-P or Control-Shift-P, or you can go into File, Place, and that's the Place command. You're going to pick the file that you exported from Procreate, and then you're just going to click on your artboard wherever you want to place it. It's going to be larger at most times than what you're currently working with in Illustrator, but don't worry about that. So when I drop this, it's very large. I can use the selection tool to drag it over to where I can see it a little bit more. And then bottom left inside your image trace panel, if you can't see your image trace panel, you can go up to View, Window, Image Trace to show that. And then you click Preview. It will turn this into what it will look like as a vector. You can play with these settings on your threshold if you'd like to. You don't have to. You can leave them at the default. Sometimes playing with those when hand lettering helps. I haven't found it to help much with drawing unless it's really, really intricate details. I do a lot of cleanup in AI because I have a tad bit of OCD. So I don't play with this much, but you can if you want to. Once you have this set to where you need it to be set, up in your object menu, go to Expand. Leave these set to the default settings. Make sure object and filler are checked. Everything else should be grayed out. Click OK. Don't click anything on your artboard. You want to click the magic wand tool over here, or you can hit Y on your keyboard. It will highlight the white area in your artboard, on your artboard, by clicking and then hitting the delete button. So now you no longer have that surrounding white area. You just have your shape that you imported and it is outlined. Once your outline's complete, you're ready to add the holes for your earrings or holes for your necklaces or whatever you need to do for prepping for a piece of jewelry, or if you're not making jewelry and you're just cutting out words, then this is the step that you're done with. You can cut right here and export if you need to, but I will take it a step further and just show you how I turned these into a pair of earrings. So I usually make the holes of the earrings a specific size. This is just for my personal opinion. This isn't any kind of method that I followed. I just learned from experience on how I make things. But I use mine by creating the circle tool by hitting the L key on your keyboard. So if you hit the L key on your keyboard, that will open the circle tool and you can click anywhere to get the box to pop up. It's called the ellipse tool, actually. I guess I should call it the correct thing. It's called the ellipse tool because you don't have to make perfect circles. You can make ovals if you'd like. So the width for the holes that I use is 0.08. So I will use 0.08 by 0.08. If you had this on, it would change these to be the same. Small hole here, and then L key I hit again, and 0.22 and 0.22. Those are the holes that I use for the earring. So I'm going to zoom in here. I'm going to center these two together. I believe that this is in front. So right click, transform, right click, arrange, send to back. And now you have both of these. You can see that little hole here. And then in the Pathfinder tool over here on the left, I do minus front. And that will give you your hole. The Pathfinder tool will be your best friend. And then you can take your hole here and move it over. Line it up to wherever you need it to be lined up on your piece of art. You're going to want to select both of these. Make sure that they're both highlighted. And then again in the Pathfinder tool over here. And if you're not seeing the Pathfinder tool, you can go into Window and show Pathfinder, or there's a little hotkey over here. This hotkey does not work for me. So if it does not work for you, you're not crazy. And then you're going to go into the Pathfinder tool, make sure they're both selected, and hit Unite. Now they are all one shape, and I will show you this by quickly hitting Command Y will get you into the outline view. This is also a good tool to check before you cut anything because it will show you if there are any extra nodes or paths or anything that you're missing in your artwork. If you can hear the clicking of little feet, My dog won't seem to leave me alone today, so I apologize for that in advance. And now I'm going to show you really quickly, again, how I make these into a pair of earrings. So when I make my earrings, I always make the right and the left earring a replica copy, but I make it a mirrored copy so that the right and the left look a little bit different. So in order to do that, let me turn off my artboard here. I make a replica copy of the earring by holding down my Option key on the keyboard and just click on the item and drag it to the right, left, wherever. Holding down the Option key will duplicate. And then you can either go up here in your Properties panel and click this button, which is Flip Horizontal. Or you can go into the right-click menu into Transform Reflect, and that will do the same. And then these are ready for cutting. So File, Save As, or Control-Shift-S, Command-Shift-S, and then you want to go into your Format menu, drop it down to SVG, name it to however you want to save it, and then click the Save button. I hope that this was informative and helpful in getting you up and running on creating your own earrings or jewelry. If you like this tutorial, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe below for future updates. I'll catch you here next time.